The lawyer refused and submitted his email to the administrator as further evidence. The audit now had a direct financial link between Fiona and the inflated contracts. The forensic accountant found something else, a wire transfer from the estate account to a luxury car dealership. Fiona had disguised it as a maintenance vehicle purchase in the expense report. The down payment had gone toward a new Tesla Model Y. The administrator flagged the transaction and added it to the report being sent to the court. Family members who had stayed quiet started backing away from her. A cousin who was supposed to get married that fall rescinded Fiona's RSVP. One of our uncles called me to admit he hadn't known how bad things had gotten. Said Fiona had told him I was trying to sabotage her, and he believed it until he saw the official filings. Around the same time, Fiona sent me a message. It was long, wordy, and full of excuses. Claimed she had panicked. Claimed she was only trying to protect the estate from bad tenants. Said I was blowing things out of proportion and hurting the family. I didn't respond. I forwarded the message to the attorney and had her number blocked from all estate records. The administrator moved quickly to undo the mess. Lease agreements Fiona had altered were voided. Tenants were contacted directly and offered clarifications on their payment structures. The vendors Fiona had hired, especially the ones with padded invoices, were removed and replaced with licensed contractors approved through legal channels. Within weeks, rent collection stabilized. The trust account worked as intended, with clear oversight, no bounced payments, no last-minute changes. Some tenants dropped off small notes at the office thanking me for stepping in. One sent a gift basket, addressed to whoever cleaned this mess up. We didn't post about it. No family group chats, no big speeches. Every action went into a file. I never wrote about it online until everything had been resolved. We documented everything, emails, receipts, texts, messages, and forwarded them to the administrator and probate court. Quiet process. No drama. Fiona had thought she was 2 steps ahead of me, but every lease she forged, every vendor she lied to, every dollar she skimmed created a breadcrumb trail that came right back to me. She had made the mistake of thinking speed and noise could win against silence and patience. One by one, her moves were being unraveled. I didn't have to raise my voice. I just kept going. The court-ordered audit kicked off with full access to everything: bank records, vendor contracts, emails, texts, lease documents. The estate administrator brought in an outside firm to go over 18 months worth of transactions. Every payment, every agreement, every communication tied to Fiona was examined line by line. One of the first things they found was a fake eviction. Fiona had pushed a tenant out of a small duplex 5 months before her suspension. Claimed the lease had expired and the tenant had refused to renew. But the lease on file was fake, typed up on a different template, backdated, and missing the original signature. The administrator reached out to the tenant, reinstated their lease, and offered a reduced rent for the trouble. That move alone sent a clear message: the estate was no longer running under Fiona's rules. Not long after, the administrator caught wind of Fiona trying to arrange a property tour. She had contacted a private investor through a third-party agent and scheduled a viewing of one of Nana's former rentals. The administrator contacted the agent directly, showed proof of her suspended authority, and shut it down. The viewing never happened. Within a week, 2 potential investors Fiona had been working with dropped out. Neither wanted their name tied to an estate under audit and legal investigation. A few days later, a subcontractor came forward with an affidavit. He worked on a roofing job for one of the residential units. Fiona had allegedly pressured him to inflate the invoice by nearly double, with the extra amount paid under the table as a referral fee. His statement went directly into the civil case. It matched other suspicions